Hey, here are 5 stupid things I've noticed about the New Testament. Its supposedly sinless hero is a huge jerk. Jesus already has his own video in this series, so here I'll just summarize. He's a moody egomaniac who destroys other people's property, encourages his followers to abandon their families, disses his own mother for no apparent reason, and at one point expresses a desire to see his enemies, by which he means the people who don't want to worship him, killed in front of him. I know that the whole Lord, liar, or lunatic thing is a false choice, but even so, lunatic is looking pretty good. It's filled with absurd, improbable, and impossible to verify details. Even if we set aside the miracles, there are still details in the New Testament that should cause us to be suspicious of it as a reliable historical source. For example, what about the census that requires Mary and Joseph to return to Bethlehem? There's no record of that or any other Roman census requiring citizens to return to their ancestral homes. Or what about the account of Jesus spending 40 days in the wilderness with the devil? Where did the details of this story come from? With no independent eyewitness, Jesus could have just made up any old bullshit to tell his credulous disciples. And what about the fact that none of the momentous events described in the New Testament, miracles, mass healings, resurrections, are mentioned anywhere else in the historical record? If these events really happened and really were as widely known at the time as the New Testament suggests, doesn't it seem odd that nobody else ever mentioned it? It's no easier on women than its predecessor. Not only does Jesus inexplicably blow off his own mother and demand that his male disciples abandon their wives and children, he also declares that the end time will be especially difficult for pregnant women. Then, later in the New Testament, Paul writes some of the most misogynistic passages in the entire Bible, declaring that wives must submit to their husbands, dress modestly in church or else have their heads shaved, and be forbidden from teaching. He also implies that the only real value a woman has is in her ability to bear children. Sorry, ladies. Still sucks to be you. It encourages people to look forward to the end of the world. It's natural and healthy, I think, for people to look ahead to the future. Unfortunately, the New Testament teaches people to look ahead to the end of the future and to anticipate that end with all the eagerness of a child lying awake in bed Christmas Eve. Jesus is coming back, and he's going to punish the wicked, i.e. the people at the other churches. And then he's going to get rid of this shitty world, and he's going to replace it with a shiny new world. A world where everyone will live together praising God for all eternity. Book your reservations on the Hell Express now, people, because I have a feeling it'll be packed. The Gospel of Blood. Today, most Christians hold concepts of love and morality that reflect what they think the Bible says, rather than what the Bible actually says. I am grateful for this. I think that the ultimate message of the New Testament is not one of forgiveness and reconciliation, as most Christians would say, but rather of domination through violence. The Bible, Old and New Testament, is enamored of bloodshed as a rite of atonement. And in the Gospels we see this idea taken to a gruesome extreme when the torture and execution of Jesus is presented as an act of human sacrifice. And we are told that this is the work of a loving God. That the authors of the New Testament could imagine no better way for an all-powerful, all-loving God to forgive the transgressions of wayward mankind speaks to their unenlightened age and to the fact that the New Testament is truly a successor to its predecessor. Like the Old Testament, the New Testament contains great myth, deplorable morality, and not nearly so much truth as its billions of ardent devotees would like to believe. The hardest part is only picking 5. Catch you next time.